Hello and welcome back to Java programming tutorial. This time I'm going to look at whenever it's practical, whenever it's used the messages and how the spam they can detect whether the message is a spam or it's not. So you can really implement such. So here is when you have to enter a message and the output, when you check the message, you have to tell whether it is a spam message or it's not. Okay, so I'll just open a code alongside the user interface, what shows, and the inside the HTML. Of course, we are learning about regular expressions by building a spam filter. So it has to filter that message and come up with the output whether it is spam or it's not. Yeah. So that's it, and it's to enter first to check if it will be marked as spam or not. Okay, and of course there's some things that may need us to take us through. The use of how you can make a copyright, because it's within the footer. So use the copy at the class footer, that then at copy, follow the text or the name of that copy, right, for the company. For this case it's for free code comp that I've decided to use. Yeah. So of course you have the text area, you have this button to check the message. We may not talk about this time, but that's typically about this. And I'll head into my CSS file, and of course when you follow the link, there's some things you might notice that are a bit professional. And of course the last tutorial I talked of the use of the variable in HTML. It's very important in that you can use it when you want to style different elements using the same color. It's easier. Or whenever you meet a client, then he says, oh, you can just change this color because it's not easily accessible. So it is easy to go into to run into your code. Again, look at by use of that variable, you can as well as be able to change just at once, rather than you don't use it, because what if the occasions are even, let's say it's 100. It's 100, so it's very tiresome to change all it. But if you use the variable, it's easier just to change once the color, then it will all reflect on the same the other element that have been used that variable as so it's very useful, really. Yeah, so you just use the var, then you include the property of that color. For example, in the body, the color is variable light gray. When you wrote, it is it's defined in the root, and it's typically use of the root. So when you look at the light gray, this element, the color, the property, the color, the value of that, it's this way, and it's the same color that has been used in the body. And you can find it has been also, you can make it use it elsewhere. Apart from, you can just use that as more instances as possible. Okay, so that's it. Let me head into the code, the functional code, which is the JavaScript. Of course, I'll use that link, and so that here you call the element by its ID. That you can access. You want to access the message input, the checks message, and the results, what is shown. Then you make use of those the regular expression. Yeah, these are for the text. Please help me. And of course, I won't talk much of this, but yeah, where the text is in shillings, and you check this use of you can you make, for example, free money. You see like such a message, it's free money, you can make use of the other, like, E to be added on 3 at the same time, or to be added with 0, and those, of course, the spacing. Then with the dollar for help, or for free, regular expression for stock regular, and so on. I'll talk about transbuild there. And then, of course, we called, you've asked please enter a message. That one, it's dynamic, and a message, and it returns that message. Then, of course, oh no, it looks like a spam. This message does not seem to contain any spam. So those are the output that will be shown, because that's how you've been. And of course, if we check on this message, then you will click please enter. You have to say please enter a message. So that means you have to enter a message. We say free money, regular, okay, for this case. Oops, oh no, this looks like a spam message, you see. So this is what it suggests, because it's very unrealistic to get free money when you've not worked for such. It's obviously a spam. But you could say we worship, it's worship, we worship God. Let's see what it's this message does not seem to contain any spam, so it's easy to detect. But anything to do with it doesn't mean that much that it seems like to be not a real idea. Like, you have to, can I give you some money? Doesn't automatically have to say it's a spam. Give me some money. Sorry. Some money. I'm just using these simple expressions for easy understanding of this. Give me some money. These images, that it shows that the message does not seem to contain any, because it's not that suspicious enough. So that's why it's important of this. If I say my name is Jovan. Let's see what it'll say. Again, this message does not contain any sound, because it's very neutral. It doesn't look for any suspicion you want to be conned and so on. So that is why that's very important. It's just when you can make use of it. Besides that, it's a common feature that's used in form, more importantly on our message app. It has to be very relevant, because it's able to detect whether the message you've been sent is a spam or is it not. And of course, it shows. For this case, you have to display that information, the output, the message or input. You have to produce output, whether, or like for this case, or no, this looks like a spam message. At the same time, it's not. This message does not seem to contain any spam. So it's very important. So that's all about this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Kindly follow back for more. Have a great day.